Hi everybody, welcome back to Tenor Guitar Lessons. In this lesson we're going to be looking at a little descending bass line for the key of D. We're going to be using this D shape, 7 open, 5 open. We're going to make it even simpler by just having 7th fret and then all the other strings open. And what you can do is take this shape, move it up and down the neck, mostly down from this position actually, so we can get this little pattern going. So I'm going down on the G string, 7th fret, up on the A, down on the high D, up on the A, down on the G. Now we can move down 1 fret to a C sharp on the G string. Down 2 frets to the 4th fret, which is a B. Down 2 frets to the 2nd fret, which is an A. Down 2 more frets to an open G. Up 2 frets, A. Up 2 frets, B. Up 2 frets, 6th fret, C sharp. Up 1 fret, 7th fret. So starting out just with 7, 6, 4, 2, open, 2, 4, 6, 7, 6, 4. Just getting your fingers used to hitting those notes. I play around with different finger combinations. I kind of don't have anything standard myself. Kind of depends on what chord I'm on and what chord I'm going to. Depends on, sort of determines what finger that I use. But playing around with that, those shapes, that progression to begin with, and then adding in your cross-picking pattern. And then if you want to go up from there, switch over to the D string and play that scale pattern we worked on in an earlier lesson in the beginner series. 2, 4, 5, 4, 2, open, 7, 6, 4, 2, open, 2, 4, 6, 7, and then open, 2, 4, 5, 4, 2, open. And that way, whatever the scale or that little descending or ascending line, whatever that's doing is kind of your bass note, and then you've got this kind of nice drone going on above. So I use this system a lot when playing backup for often for Irish tunes. So if a tune's going etc. And just sort of, it's a nice way to add some improvisation into your chord playing by just experimenting with different progressions. And so I'll start it starting with this 7th fret, moving down the scale. This is a D. This is effectively a D chord. Down to the 6th fret is a C sharp, which shows up in an A chord. So I call this an A chord. Just with that C sharp, it's implying an A chord. 4th fret is implying kind of 2 different chords. It could be a G chord, or it could be a B minor chord. down 2 frets. Second fret is implies another A chord or a D chord. Could be a D, or it could be an A chord. So some of these chords often can sort of play double duty for a number of different chord names. So really, sometimes it's helpful to think about them in terms of what chord they create, but it's equally, if not more important, to just think about what sound they create and how that affects and goes along with the melody that you're playing. So then down to open is implying most often a G chord. So we have D, A, D, D, A, G or B minor, A or D, G, A or D, G or B minor, A major, it's a little out of my range. Starting to lose my voice. In any case, I think that's a good place to stop now. And then moving, just one more thing, moving up that scale on the D string, we have D, A, D, G, D, A, D, which I covered in an earlier lesson in the beginner series over at tenorguitarlessons.com. So that's a nice primer on sort of getting that bass line moving and then trying to add in that cross-picking pattern on the higher drone strings. That's all for now. A lot more lessons over at tenorguitarlessons.com, and I hope to see you again soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.